What's up, you guys? I needed to jump on here really quickly before everybody comes home and go through a list of things that I quickly jotted down. I guess referring to the balloon video, that balloon was just one of many occurrences, little things, right? That just happens. And I literally turn a blind eye all the fucking time. But I gotta address every little instance, every occurrence that I went through, or that me, my husband, me, my sister, witnessed ourselves, or somebody else witnessed and heard. So let's start with the balloon and we'll take it from there, from my old apartment to my mom's home to our old home. And there'll probably be a part two. So get ready because I'm just gonna blow your mind. That yellow star balloon was part of a bouquet of balloons that my daughter had for her birthday this past Saturday, last February 22nd. It was that Saturday. It was a bouquet of balloons. And here's a sample picture just to see it. And, after the party was over, maybe the following day, I was like, it was the Elma balloon, Sesame Street balloons, a star, and 3 other balloons. I cut them off the table because my sister-in-law tied them to the table. They went up in the air because they had helium in them. We were grabbing them, moving them around. The last place I had it right here was in my hallway because you can't really see that. That's higher than the ceiling over here. My sister managed to grab it for her son. My daughter got scared of the balloon because she doesn't like the noise of the balloons, the noise it makes. So I pushed it over there to my hallway. So in the video, I'm like sitting on my sofa right over here. I'm editing my videos. I'm by myself. My daughters are taking a nap. My sister was taking a nap in the other room with her son. And like it is dead silent like it is now. And I hear like the littlest like that noise of like the crunch of the balloon. And I'm just like, and all I fucking see is the balloon doing what the fuck it's doing. I'm like, immediately gotta open my fucking camera. And like, how the fuck do you explain that? Like, if you're seeing what I'm seeing with the fan off, like, I get cold easily. I have my fan off. I turned off the AC because you can hear it in the video when I'm vlogging. I turn off everything because I have it too fucking cold in my apartment. That balloon creeped all the way the fuck around into my kitchen. You would think it would have stopped, settled right there in front of me, and yeah, that's it. But no, like, I've had other occurrences in this apartment where the same day, my daughter's party on the 22nd, everybody left. My little brother stuck around because he needed a ride. I'm in my room changing, and it's my husband here. My brother's like somewhere here in the living room. Nobody else is here. It's just us 3 and my 2 kids, but they're in that room, like already dead asleep. He heard a noise in my kid's room, like something fell, whatever, like a noise. And he's like, did y'all fucking hear that? Like, I heard him like, whoa, what the fuck? And I'm like, what? What was that? And he's like, y'all just gonna walk around here pretend like y'all didn't fucking hear that? And my husband's just there laughing at him because my husband don't really believe in like things just making noises, and you giving that shit to attention and stuff like that. So then another occurrence is the main first occurrence. No, it's the second one, but it's the first one. So I had one when I first moved into this apartment, I had still boxes everywhere. I had boxes here in the hallway, boxes in my room. We were always in and out, doing a lot of takeout, leaving maybe the first month of living here. I hadn't fully unpacked, like I said, and I didn't know where exactly things I needed were. One day we left And, you know, we were gone most of the day. We try to be to get the kids tired, to get ourselves tired. And I come home, my grandma's picture, a specific picture I would have not had access to. It was packed away with all my photos and whatnot, was sitting face down on the middle of the floor in my like walkway entrance of the door. And I'm just like, I packed this. I didn't open it. And if I did, why would I have left it lying there on the floor knowing I left? Because when I walk out, if there's shit on the floor, I'm going to pick it up because momentums like those, like, for one, like, that's the picture of my grandma that passed away like 5-6 years ago. I wouldn't have it like disrespected that picture or my grandma leaving it there, for one. And for two, I just fucking heard something. That was my refrigerator, but like it was like a click. I get paranoid a lot, like especially when it's too quiet. And for two, like I was saying, I have a bad, not like a bad habit, like a good habit, but it's just a thing of mine. My dad's always taught me, like, when you leave a room, close the door. When I'm leaving my apartment and I'm getting ready to go, or like even if I leave the bathroom or I leave my bedroom, I have to close the door behind me. My doors need to be shut when I leave. Everything needs to be shut down, closed, you know what I mean? To know that, for one, if somebody broke in, the door would be open. But like, I cannot leave my apartment with this hallway bathroom door open. I cannot leave my bedroom door open. Just walking past an open door frame startles the fuck out of me. Knowing I left my bedroom door open, I have a thing to where that also, like my closet in my room, it creaks, but like when you open it. So when it opens, it like goes like as if you're knocking. It does something like that when you open it, and it just startles the fuck out of me. So like I like to keep that door closed. And the beginning of when I did move in, I was telling my mom like mom, I keep closing my closet door, and like here and there I notice it just being open. And I told her like, mom, it's just this thing, like I know for a fact I closed my closet door. And I haven't noticed it lately, but only because like my girls hang out in there, like they go and lay down. Now both of their beds are next to each other at night. Like I leave the door cracked and I turn on the light in the closet. But if I know like for a fact I'm walking away from my closet door and I closed it, like one night me and my husband got so fucking scared because it was before like when we had the room organized for the girls. We went to bed and that motherfucking closet door unclicked itself and opened itself. Not wide open. It was just like a click, click, like that much. And I know he heard that because he looked at me and heard and knew he heard, and I knew I heard that. You know, he looked at me and I looked at him, and we were like, we jumped. We both got startled. And we really try not to pay no mind to things like that. We move on, we go to bed, I pray. I pray so fucking much, like y'all don't even understand. I have my Bible wide open right there on the counter. I try to tell like any higher being, God, you know, I don't want that bad energy. You are not welcomed here. Like, get the fuck out. Even when I'm cleaning and sweeping, I sweep y'all out and be gone, you. You know what I mean? And I'm dead serious. And then the last one I remember happening here, we were, you know, having dinner. My husband was cooking. My sister was over there doing work, and I'm sitting here all by myself in my corner on the sofa. As always, there's a brown chair I have. It used to be right there, but I have it over there. It had the dustpan and like other stuff on that chair. Nobody walked past this dustpan. Nobody touched it. It was put there earlier in the day. It wasn't in the time frame of when that shit just fell off the sofa. Scared the fuck out of me. I yelled. My sister was like, and my husband's like, what? I was so dead speechless because I'm explaining to him, like, that dustpan fell right the fuck off the sofa that has been sitting there since earlier in the day. Falls right off with other shit that was sitting on that sofa. And the sofa's like, like a recliner. It's like that. It doesn't bend down. And it wouldn't have made any sense for it to bend down. And all of a sudden, hours later, that shit just falls. Is it just me? Am I the only fucking one that sits here in silent and listens to every single noise that their mind tries to catch? Like, I can hear my son playing on the phone in the other room. But yeah, those are all the occurrences, whatever you want to call them, that's happened in this apartment. At my old apartment, I used to make a joke. I still make the joke only because my abuela passed away, right? Like I said, my grandmother, the one in the picture I was talking about, she passed away 5 years ago. I used to make like jokes that because I used to always hear noises, mainly in my kitchen area at my old apartment. I'd be like, oh, that's just my abuela telling me to get my butt in the kitchen. And it was always in the kitchen until one day it came out of the kitchen and was literally like in front of me while I was at home with my baby all by myself. My daughter's car seat was sitting like directly in front of me, maybe like 5 feet away. And I'm sitting there watching TV. Nobody's moving. Everybody's doing their thing. Like my daughter and then my baby. So it's me, my baby, my daughter, and my son's at school. My daughter wasn't in pre-K yet. And I'm there watching TV. Boom. The car seat that's in front of it's a booster, so it's like sitting straight up, and then there's stuff on this. My husband put this car seat in front of me early in the morning. Like I said, early in the morning. This is hours later, maybe 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Just out of nowhere, whatever was on that booster seat came tumbling down off the chair onto the floor, splat right in front of me. And I just looked at it and pretend like I didn't see that. I didn't have a lot of occurrences at my old apartment, but I always said like something never felt right. In my opinion, I think the type of people you let in your home, their bad energy, their bad juju, their jealousy, whatever you want to call it, that's negative, they leave a mark in your home, in my opinion. And their energy just lingers in the home itself. Like how they leave, for instance, right? If somebody comes to my home or your home running their mouth and they're bothered by that, they're wishing, they're jealous of this, they're like admiring shit, but in the back of their mind, they're planting all that ojo. I feel like some of that lingers and stays in the home, and the energy is in the air and it stays and creates something bigger than what it is. Don't come for me. This is just my theory. It's a theory. And I think that's just what's been happening lately. I have been inviting too many people, visitors, family members into my home. They've been leaving their mark, their negative energy, their bad juju in my home, and it's not wanted. I don't want it. That is one of the main reasons I don't invite nobody in my home. I love my peace. I love the energy I had here. And I gotta figure out how to get it the fuck out, respectfully. Anybody takes it offensive, if the shoe fits, strut down that runway and work it, because uh, I'm speechless. I don't want it. I'm tired of people just coming in my home, leaving bad juju, bad energy, bad spirit. I welcome you in my home, as a visitor, to hang out, to chill, and like to be screaming and yelling and cussing, or to even be like bothered by something, or gossiping. If we're gossiping, we are venting and we move on and we say we are over it. We're not gonna linger, because I'm gonna step away from like this topic real quick. Me as a person, I'm 28 going on 29, and I just feel like I've grown a bit mentally and matured, as far as like dwelling on stuff for my mental sake and my physical sake, and for the sake of my kids and the sake of my husband and people around me, because so much shit has happened in the past year or 2 years, and I cannot sit here and be upset about certain people and certain things that happen. But yeah, to wrap that up in a nutshell, I've had my fair share of occurrences. I don't know what to call them. Other people's witnessed them. I've witnessed them by themselves. Believe what you want. And yeah, just wanted to come in here and explain, give a little backstory to the balloon video. I really hope y'all enjoyed that. I want to try making more if it's possible. I told my husband I really want to get a camera in the living room and in the dining room, because it's like in the moment when shit happens like that, it's really hard to explain and to get somebody else to believe you. And the fact that I caught that instantly, if y'all can explain that, the balloon situation, comment down below. And if you like this video, comment where you're from and what time you're watching and where you're watching from, because I really want to know where all my followers not live, but where y'all from and how's it going over there. And if y'all have any scary stories y'all want me to tell for y'all, anything paranormal y'all had to happen on your end, just like the people told me in the comments, their instances, occurrences, go for it. Let me know. We'll compare stories, and see what the fuck we can do about it, But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this shit all around. And I will see y'all guys in the next one.